Hello everyone, my name is Nanaki and I'm here to represent Keepin. It's a little computer vision app that we're developing to try to help people remember what and where they put stuff better. And my background is that I worked several years in developing electronic and robotic toys for children for major brands such as this one. I don't know if it can pick it up on the camera, but it's like a hologram type thing. Yeah, it's a pretty fun little job. And I've also helped with publications for conservation groups, such as Smithsonian, the Jane Goodall Institute, augmented reality, natural history exhibits for museums and the like. So the past couple of years, that's been pretty fun. And I've always had a foot in technology, so that got me interested in how that could be used to help serve people in their daily lives. So there should be a video that plays here, and I will click that link in a moment to show you. So according to lostthings.com, the average person may spend about 2.5 days a year looking for things. Do you guys feel like that might be a good number where you can't find stuff? Maybe you've been late for something? Well, that could add up to maybe about 200 days or more in a lifetime, and I feel like those days could be better served doing something much more fun, at least. And I would say that existing solutions on the market, such as AirTags, are great for keys, phones, and wallets. But what about everything else, where I believe they cost about $29 each, it doesn't make sense to attach them to everything. With our system, we can implement a tag that can register an unlimited amount of items. It is patent pending with several continuation in parts with AI and computer vision. And I was asked this question before, so I checked my notes for the information. We're implementing a local LLM that uses less processing power, will be cheaper and more energy efficient as well. And we believe this is an untapped niche that can greatly benefit people in just searching for things in their daily lives. And I also believe that they calculated at least $5 billion a year are lost from households because they just can't find where they put something. And let's see, it could also be helpful for home and self-storage industries and all kinds of stuff. Let's see if I can get the link to work. Oh goodness, okay, hang on. I'm going to go online for a bit if I can. Mark, do you know where the Internet Explorer is? I have it right on the website. And I apologize for any nervousness because I work from home and that shows, but I hope it's understandable.
We're at the same boat, so yeah. Let's try to encourage each other. Okay, so let me see. Actually, let me open it.
Yeah.
I think there's a...
is the video on there? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So let me go to...
Oh, and if anyone wants to play, I can pass this around, if anyone wants. All right. Yeah, you can start playing with it. You're going to shake it and tap it.
Yeah. Okay. For now, okay. Thank you. Oh. So let me see.
Oh, I can just type in the website.
You want the timing or website or go to your drive?
I can go to the website and...
go to... Yeah, sure.
All right. Or the drive is good too. The video in there.
This one?
I think so. No, that's not it.
That's not
it. Hang on. Oh, that's for later though. Yeah.
Do you just want
Okay. Go to the website.
Yeah, I'll go directly to the website. It's all good. Don't worry, I'm confused too. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Then I'll just plug that in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Hope you guys are enjoying that little toy thing. Let's see. And here we go. Okay. So I hope that the text is legible on the bottom. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the text is legible on the bottom. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, oh, I apologize. Okay, hopefully you can kind of see it. Okay, there it goes. So basically, we've developed a system where it can do a bit of spatial recognition and hand detection in orientating where items are in a space and also what is being picked up, what is being cataloged. Now this is taking a bit of time with processing across the board currently. If you've seen that Google Lens advertisement where they are finding the glasses after the camera sees it at some point, that does work, but they're kind of hiding how long it takes to process that kind of thing. So while that is in development, we are using, I'll show in the presentation later. We're using QR and NFC tags to better suit people. Now here are some screens of the app working. Everything is developed and currently proven to work, but we are connecting it with the help of a full stack developer for people to use. So if you can see, for instance, if you're going to the beach, you can just say you're going to the beach. It will look at what items you have registered. It will look at where you are. So if you're in one house but not in your storage unit, it will prioritize those items. If you're going hiking, you don't have to select every single item that you might need for the trip, typing them in one by one. You can just say to the app that you're going hiking. And it not only catalogs automatically by just seeing whatever you're putting away through the camera, but it also understands what it is and the qualities. So you could do something as simple as looking for your blue clothes, your orange things, and whatever you need for whatever use case. Oops. Let's see. And on the left here, you'll see a bit of the testing with the back-end computer vision. It seems to be working well. We can even get it to kind of recognize items that are held in the hand and ignore other items in the frame, so that if a person is having the camera face down in a bunch of items, things are a bit cluttered, it will understand how to differentiate and catalog them one by one. So we're using QR codes and NFC tags to differentiate containers that look the same, because even with spatial recognition, if two boxes are the same, that may be a bit difficult. But we are developing that technology. We can use the AI for something like item usage and sentimentality memory. So that means that if it notices that you pick up some things more than others, it will prioritize them in the searches later. If you even just write in the description, it will automatically create a description, but if you would like to add to it how important this item is, it can understand that. And it will be able to sync with the calendar and local weather. So if you enable reminders, it can remind you to pick up an umbrella from here or there. It can remind you that maybe on your calendar there's a sporting event, but it will be a bit cold, so it can pick up that nice little sweater that you often choose to go out with. And these things are all enableable. Of course, this information will be encrypted and private. Developers will not be even able to access this kind of thing. And for additional security, you can put a password. If they allow Face ID on the apps too, that can be enabled, two-factor authentication. And also geotagging. So however good your phone is at geotagging is however good the app can be. So if you would like to designate them to a certain area globally, you can designate items, containers, locations that way. And of course, I have talked to several people, many people, about this project who either had some mobility issues or had relatives that may be having some memory ones. And we got into these deep conversations about how it could potentially help those with more mild cases live more independently, just to help them find things, less physical strain throughout the day, or in cases where it may be more advanced, help a caretaker in doing such things. And of course, this type of technology would fill a different niche than air tags because it would be better for medium to long-term items, the vast majority of items, and far more affordable. We can price the sticker tags at about starting at 50 to 60 cents for an unlimited amount of items that can be registered. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so the components in the project are a local LLM that uses less energy than something like ChatGPT, like computer vision. It can remember item location type, even use patterns. Then for those who don't want to type in every single query, we can also have it sync with smart speakers. So if you have Alexa, if you have the HomePods, they're already hooked up. You can just shout out into the air what you need to find or what you're even doing. And it can just bring up a list of items. A few items you can confirm or deny, and then you can listen to more, or you can check on your phone. It can help with, I've talked with potential investors who were interested how it could help in their assisted living facilities, retail at various levels. We were thinking that by advertising this starting at the consumer level, but also scaling it to scaling and making it available to large businesses, we can also help those in between, those who may be starting businesses, small ones, scaling them, and having it easily usable and be able to grow with them. So they don't have to translate all of the previous assets as they grow. And for an example of how to use this, if you've just put stuff away in a storage unit as you would, and then had the camera filming, if you need to find it later, you don't have to wonder if it's there before you even drive, and you don't have to look through every single box, And that way, it'll just take a lot less time. It's just grab and go. And I've done a bit of market research and found that there are existing solutions that use manual input tags. So these tags, you can put them on different containers and then assign items, but you have to take a photo of every single one, type in every single word correctly, and they are a bit clunky. So if you've misspelled anything during cataloging, or if you misspell while looking for it, you won't be able to find it. So we thought there might be a better solution to that. The self-storage industry is currently valued at $58 billion and has a 4.4% year-to-year growth. I believe that the occupancy rate is currently 87% and remains quite high as people acquire more stuff and people downsize. Yeah. And Rubbermaid generates hundreds of millions of dollars a year. It is a multi-billion-dollar company, and that is just one of many on the market. Containers, industries like that, they can, let's just say if they already have a sticker on the container and they manufacture it with a QR code on the sticker, it will not cost anything extra to implement this kind of technology. Nothing in manufacturing. And for our plan to launch, we are trying to slowly grow the business and see where funding is needed and when. Currently, it is being bootstrapped at a very reasonable pace. So if we see the need to take on investors later, we are looking for more strategic partnerships. We're launching a Kickstarter just for initial funding and awareness. We can sell inexpensive stickers, tags, subscriptions, and products that a person might use. And we have people reaching out on social media for digital campaigns. Oh. All right. Yep. And there's a bit of repeat of different things that we are going to do. Yep. Okay. And just the main three of us working on this, but I'd say it's several more of them. So I've done a bit of work in listed there. And Rishi is the amazing senior developer in computer vision and predictive analytics. He's worked in a lot of healthcare. He's worked in a lot of green energy and how AI can help in those cases. And he has been absolutely essential to propelling the project so far. And Sam is head of PR and marketing, and I want to thank him. He's in Madrid right now having fun, but thank him for getting Vincent on. Hey, Vincent on to record everything, and then making sure that every speaker today has some copies they can use. Oh, and so far, since this company has been going for a few months now, we have press releases published in Associated Press, Crunchbase, and many others. I have entered a few pitch competitions, including one on the Venture Cafe earlier. That was pretty fun. And I did win a bit of funding there, as well as with the professional design team at Designly. I won a competition with them, I believe, where they offered free prototyping for the UI and UX of the app. And that was incredible in creating the function, flow, and design. I apologize. Yep. And my contact information if you'd like. And I have a few other extra bonus screens to show if you want to see the chat working, if you want to see how advanced the computer vision is, and a little example of the item recognition too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the talk. So, any questions? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Nana's so fantastic about your achievements so for us. And I want to ask you have next time about because if we know where it is, not enough. If there's some robot can find an darkness for us because it comes from computer vision, right? The computer vision gets this identified, then you can the computer or robot can organize for us at night time or something like that. The one question. The other question is something about little sensitivity about computer vision because we need big camera in our home. And with daily life, with guests, we have a lot of friends, so maybe not so open to camera organized or having activity in our home. So what's your suggestion about that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I would say that our system at first is very encrypted and private, so developers do not have access to the information even, and you can secure it more with passwords and two-factor authentication just for the app in of itself. When it comes to the robots, I have heard of different robots that have been implemented with computer vision that can help and identify items and assist in daily lives. Though those would be for perhaps different, I guess we could collaborate with them, but those would be for different instances, would be far more expensive than just a phone app, and we believe we are targeting those who are entering the market, interested and curious about these new types of technology, giving them something that they can download at the click of a button, take a look at, and try without as much risk when they're doing so. And in terms of the cameras, absolutely. A lot of people, they'd be concerned about being filmed all the time. Some people, they like to have security cameras in their home, but many, they are very concerned about that type of thing. And for our system, we made it so that you can basically select how much you want to be seen. For instance, if you just use your phone camera and point it at only the items you would like to have recorded, it will just do that. It doesn't have to I hope this is answering the question you're asking. Like it doesn't have to film an entire room. That's why we have the other system in place, where you can take a photo of the item, or you can just have your camera focused on the box, and it'll automatically recognize what goes in. And to find it, you can use the QR and NFC tags. It will never have to know about the interior of your home if you choose.
Thank you.
So if you move the item, an image or you take a video,
No, not at all. You could just say that you're using it now and it will check it out. And then you could say that you put it back and you don't even have to type it. Just say to the app, you put it back. Or you could say you put it in a different location. And when you just toss everything in there, you can either tap the NFC or just show the camera that and it'll be like, okay, I'll put all that in there for you.
So I have a question, just to make sure that I fully understand the technology behind it is basically when you take this camera to interact with the object, it sort of take the object, recognize it, and put some label behind the scene. Like let's say this item is such, then be labeled in a different label. And if you go to a different object, if there's some overlapping quality, do that kind of catalog into some kind of sentence? Or my question is like how do you categorize it? How many lists has been generated? Those are the questions that I have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a somewhat working version on this phone I can show you later. But basically what happens is it will automatically see what the item is and then write a description for the title. And then it can fill out a brief description up to a paragraph or so. It's customizable based on how you'd want that automated. And then below that, it will also create several different tags for the items as well. So you can search by tag as well. And I guess I should explain better about the process is that the computer vision, the identification, happens off the phone onto a server which is encrypted and private, but when that information comes back, it is all stored locally. So for any kind of local function, it will be the LLM, the items, all the information, all stored locally, I think, and be used that way.
Another question that I have is regarding the business size of things. Now, from what you described, I understand that later on, you likely will sell those like a tech as one of the potential revenue, right? And another aspect is people might not need using those tech. They might not put the stuff into the bin to create a need for using those tech. In that case, are you thinking to charge them per month of subscription, or what's your thinking over there?
Oh yes, we have different subscription levels based on what a person might like, but also the tags can be sold separately as an entryway. So if you saw before, they sell tags for manual input versions of the app, but ours, basically, if they type something in incorrectly, if they misspell, even at the version where the app is free, but the tags must be bought, it will already work better that way. And then we'll have different tiers based on premium level if an individual would like to use this for personal organization, and business levels from small to large on how much processing power they might need, how many features and the like.
Do you have an idea of roughly what kind of price are you thinking about?
Yep. We are. Don't quote me on this. We're trying to price them compared to what else is on the market versus each other as well to see which needs are required. So a basic level, I would say about maybe $4 to $5 a month. Premium, we're hovering around $8, and then for the deluxe, which could be used for smaller businesses, would be starting at, I'd say $30 to $40 maybe if it's used at a small business level. And of course, once we get to larger ones, we will have to do custom pricing for them.
Thank you. Any other questions?
So this looks like I can see how this would be useful if you have items clustered, like I've got these things in my backpack, I'm going camping, or I've got these things and I'm putting them in this box for the storage unit and stuff. But the big paradox, the problem I have every day is like, where did I put my wallet? Because I don't necessarily want to tell Siri, okay, I put my wallet here, I put my wallet there. You don't even know. You're in a hurry and you drop it down because you're eating breakfast and you forget that you left it in the kitchen instead of in the bedroom. So this doesn't work for that, I guess, right?
Yeah, definitely. That would be something that is already covered by air tags, tile, different things on the existing on the market that are far more expensive. So this would be preferably for more medium to long-term items, perhaps not an item that is interacted with every single day frequently. I would say, though, that it is also able to catalog that you have an item. It is not required to designate a location for it. So one example I like to use is if a child has many toys and they are moving them around frequently, it's very hard to catalog the exact area it is always in. But if you can have a record of them having it, then by their next birthday, you can check what toys they actually have, and then, or compare it with something in store, just take a picture, and then see from there, oh, am I getting them something new then? Something like that.
So this seems to be, I'm hearing inferring inventory here, for example. So like at my company, we barcode every sample tube. We've got thousands, millions of them, and we scan them in and out of physical locations and freezers and shelves and that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is very similar.
And I wanted to ask about your business. Do the containers have the barcodes, or do the individual items have the barcodes?
Yes, they do, but we print those at the time the sample's generated.
Oh yeah, and those are really great for industry level things. But for the consumer, they may not want to stick a physical sticker or object on every single item they have. And this can be made so that they can just, if they're putting it in anyway, they don't even have to type in what it is. It'll just recognize they have it, and if they choose, the location.
I thought about a question. Let's say you have two identical items. How do you handle it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Two identical items at home. And when you take the image of that one versus another one, you will label in a way similar. How do you?
Oh yeah. Well, when you are in the cataloging stage, there's going to be an option to go into cataloging mode, and it picks up something that looks very similar to another thing it has cataloged. It can ask a question from there. Is this the same item? Is this a duplicate? And can make different tags that way.
Gotcha. Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of crazy idea, but it seems like you can use the device to categorize ideas.
Yes.
Not any idea, but what I call invariant representation of concepts. So you could tag a subject for one thing, and then you can tag another subject for one thing, and later on you might form a ideas, and if you call that ideas, all your subjects show up, and it could lead to some analogy or something like that.
That is a really amazing idea, and I think, yes, it actually could do that. You could put in a manual thing, write the title, in the description, write whatever you want, and then start doing that. Oh, that is really nice. Mind if I use it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
That's good. So, but you need to like a basic physical representation of writing your idea down in a piece of paper or something like that.
Well, it's really based on the construct of your brain, your neuronal columns, because our signals flow all the way up.
Yeah.
They kind of fan out, and that's where the invariant representation comes in. And we can talk more about that, but
I'd love to hear.
You literally can tag your items to form a future ideas.
Oh, that's nice. We'll talk later.
Any other? Yeah, go ahead.
And so I have a question is that I just curious about the recognition features you just mentioned, saying that you add the tags by computer vision for each item you have, and if saying that I want to do something, I want to join a party, a birthday party of my friend, do you have some recommendation that which clothes I should put on? So is that any mechanisms there?
Oh, absolutely. You can say, "Oh, I want to dress up for this holiday party. State the holiday. I want this kind of color palette. I want this kind of mood." It can look at all of your clothes and kind of, if you've taken good pictures of them, match them up for you. And for your consideration, you can pick out an outfit.
Yeah, so like, what about the logic, like behind the scene, that how it works? Saying that you have the models for recommendation itself, then you try to match that to the tags you have of each item, or like I'm trying to understand what behind the
Oh, yes. Well, I guess the tags are there for the chatbot to search and also for you to search, but it can do a bit more than that. It can just start to, even if it didn't tag something initially, it can look at the image itself. For instance, if it didn't tag that there are some sparkly accents on a black jacket, but you're going to some kind of New Year's Eve party, you say, "I want something a little bit sparkly," it can just start to look through not just the tags, but the images that you've taken and pick it up visually, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, like what my idea is that saying that sometimes I don't know, like in each scenario, like I'm trying to do something like say go hiking or go to party. I don't know like what items, I cannot fully remember like what items I do have. So I want some recommendations for me, like saying that you may can bring this item, you may can wear this dress. You know, like I just like some thought from my side, then I just want to see that if your product can do that.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. I think we've been figuring out it can do more and more than we assumed before. Every week we're trying out these new queries and it's just filling at least almost all of them out fairly successfully. So I think I asked it once to just take a look at a ring I had and give like an appraisal of like the date it was made perhaps, and I'm not sure if it's right, but it sounded pretty right.
That's nice. So, we move on to the next one. Thank you so much.